All right. That was a football game. Tennessee 41, Mississippi State 34. Welcome in to the Big Orange Game Day post-game reaction show here.
Yep.
Charlie Burke, former Vols quarterback Jonathan Crompton here every halftime and post-game. We're going to talk about whatever the heck that was that we just watched.
That was a win is what it was.
It was. Hey, win's a win, baby. You walked away.
Before we get going, I'm going to address, and I love how people get on here and comment. That's what we do it for. It's great. But a comment that happened as soon as the clock hit zero, talking, I'll use politically correct language, talking crap about the QB play. 24, 43, 35, touchdown, 2 picks. The 2 picks were tip balls. Quit your shit. It's that simple. Quit it.
Yep.
Give me that BS about bad QB play. 2 balls that hit you here and tip up. What do we talk about at halftime? Catch the football and make tackles. Catch the football and make tackles.
They didn't really do either.
That's what I'm saying. Don't sit here and act like, oh, well, Joey had a bad game. He threw for 335. He's never had a start for under and thrown for under 200 yards. The dude literally is – that last drive, he was 6 for 6 and then ran a QB outside zone for a touchdown. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go.
Win's a win, baby.
Hit him in the hands. Give me that crap high over the middle. Catch him and hit him in the hands on the one, and then we get a personal foul. We have the ball on the 30, then they get it on the 15. Hit him in the hands. You're supposed to be an SEC tight end. Catch the ball.
Yeah, Kitzelman was well, we're going to talk about it. We'll talk about how Kitzelman was. The great folks at Lipscomb University Sports Analytics Program bring you this show along with Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free through the end of September. WindowNation.com. Shout out to them. We'll tell you more in just a little bit. But I think I saw a comment earlier that said that took years off of my life. I could not agree more. Yeah, Eric says this team is not good for my health. I mean... here it is. Mike said that. Took years off my life. That was a win. And I mean, 41-34 is your final, and it could not have been more down to the absolute freaking wire.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Because here's the thing. You can either feel this way or you can feel like Florida State does today. You pick.
Exactly. And you were in for a field storming if you didn't win that game. Well, I don't know. Yeah. They did storm the field against Arizona State, but my
biggest thing, and we'll talk about it here in a little bit, just so I don't forget. Honestly, I think the touchdown scoring drive to tie the game, I thought was just all around top to bottom, really, really well done.
It was a beautiful drive. That game tying
defense
drive.
Gets there. Defense gets the ball back. That's when I had my issue with clock management.
Yeah,
because I know we had a chance. Let's call it like it is. All of us know we had a chance to get into field goal range.
Yep.
Right. So and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's my biggest issue of tonight was not how Joey played, not how the running backs played, nothing like that. Yes, the drops. I get it. We got to clean that stuff up 100%. But by God, when the game's online, fine Brazzle. Let's call it like it is. But the clock management on the last drive when we had 3 timeouts, a minute, what was it, a minute 30 in that range, roughly, to go win a game. That's where I think we got to get the biggest cleanup.
It was pretty appalling, frankly. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking there. And that's a road to go down. Let's start here. You're tied at halftime, and you do everything to lose this game. I mean, absolutely everything. As you said, horrible tips that turn into interceptions from Kitzelman. 2 of them. It was so bad. And then, I mean, your defense scores 14 points all on their own, and then thankfully your offense finally comes alive near the end and sort of saves the day. I mean, the defense saved the day in different ways. You could say both, but Yeah, and hero drive by Aguilar. It was the moment we thought we were going to get against Georgia. And I guess realistically, this is probably how Georgia fans felt last or 2 weeks ago, where you sort of went, whoo, I'm not sure we deserve to win that one, boy. That wasn't our best game. That's not our best football. That's not really how we play. But hey, a win is a win is a win.
And once again, and I'll always go back to it. Did the 2007 New York Giants deserve to win the Super Bowl? Yeah. You know why? You want to why? Because you play the game. You play the game. You play to win. And guess what? The 2007 New York Giants beat the 17-0 New England Patriots. You play to win. Doesn't matter how you win, as long as you end the game with one more point than your opponent. That's all that matters. One more point. That's all that matters. Everything else can be cleaned up. We can get into the details of it. But the bottom line is, you won a game. You won an SEC road game, right? SEC road game against, I would argue that Mississippi State might be the most, if they're not they're top 3 most improved teams in the country.
Yes.
Like
hey,
the bottom line is that they're not ranked, but Florida State was ranked after playing East Texas State, and Kent State is atrocious to me.
I mean, all credit to Mississippi State because Tennessee does strictly talent-wise outclasses them.
Yes.
But Tennessee made all of these mistakes, and Mississippi State capitalized on them. I mean, they did a really good job of making Tennessee pay when they screwed up, and Tennessee screwed up at every turn in this game. I mean, you're talking if you turn in a performance like that in Tuscaloosa, it's a blowout. Like that's what you're facing there. You only didn't kind of get, blown off the field here because Mississippi State just doesn't have the talent. But they still, man, credit to Fluff Bothwell. That kid is an absolute dog. The other running back, absolute dog. They got dudes, and they lost guys on defense during this game. They deserve a ton of credit. I was incredibly impressed. Lebby's doing a great job there trying to build that thing back. And, as I said, this has got to be how Georgia felt a couple of weeks ago against us, where you just kind of look and you go, I don't think we made enough plays to win that game, but somehow we did. And you kind of pulled it out of your butt. That's all that matters.
A win is a win is a win. Because everybody that's sitting here complaining about it, do you want us to go back and tell the SEC we want a loss so you feel better? So you can have something else to complain about? No. We won the game. We won the game.
Yep.
That's literally like people going, I'm making up numbers here. You threw for 700 yards and won the game, but you know what? You didn't run the ball enough. Or you ran the ball for 50 times and 400 yards and you won the game. Oh, well, you didn't throw the ball enough. That's what most of this chat's sounding like to me is, and I'm not saying everybody, don't get me wrong. I promise you it's not everybody at all. But the ones that are trying to complain, guys, we won the game. We're always going to have things to clean up. Was that how does that make no sense? Come on, come back at me, Apple. Come on. Was that a bad PI call on Brazel? Yes, but we can't affect that. Bad call. Do I wish Matthews catches that deep ball? 100%. You're a realist. How are you a realist? So you want the loss. That's being real. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're a realist, so you would essentially rather have the loss to say that you were right than a win. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, ever.
You are a few screwed up plays there from winning this decently comfortably. I think maybe like a 14-point win. You gave up too much on defense. That was going to be a fact no matter how this went. But your defense also made plays. The Matthews touchdown, the Brazel touchdown, neither of those happened. I mean, those alone, and this is a decent win for Tennessee regulations. Yeah. So
defensive line played well today.
Oh yeah, they showed up. Showed up.
We got around the edge. We got sacks. We stopped the run inside. Where we didn't tackle was exterior. We just didn't. But from the coaching standpoint, where do you want to get the ball? You want to get the ball to the outside to where corners don't like to tackle. So got to give them credit for getting to the runs where they wanted them to get, just like we try to do the same thing. Got to give them credit in that sense. But which again, my biggest take from the game was the 2-minute drill to win the game in overtime. Clock management. That's where I keep going to.
For some reason, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to go a little off the beaten path because this person keeps commenting should it be Star or Bishop. It should be Star. It should be Star Thomas. I know Bishop made good plays at the end of that game. Star Thomas is a better running back.
But here's my thing.
Whatever you want, but
to me, I'm going to be that person. It's both of them to me.
I mean, yeah, they were both really good in this game.
In today's world, nobody's got the old school Jerome Bettis, or you know what I'm saying, where you're getting 45 carries a game consistently. You got to have minimum 2. We've got 3. I think Star and Bishop are your 1A, 1B. I do.
And Peyton Lou,
listen, don't get me wrong. Peyton is he's a really good changeup, if that makes sense.
He's got a proven pass, bro. But
keyword, he's our changeup in my mind. I think the other 2 are your games online. I got 9 and 18 in there.
I agree, generally speaking, but at the end of the day, if you're asking me who I want to have the ball in their hands in an important spot, it's absolutely Star Thomas. I'm in this,
and I don't agree.
You win.
I don't disagree.
Georgia game if you do that. You win the Georgia game if you do that. Point being,
once again, I'm not going to sit here and disagree. I think the first play overtime was a phenomenal play by Bishop, though. Broke a tackle, did what he was supposed to do. We blocked well, and we cut down the sideline. Great, because we have really good players. That's the best part.
It was the play that Georgia beat you with.
Pretty much.
So, hey, at least you put it to good use there. But all things considered, Aguilar, in my mind, probably B plus game. I think he was fine. The running backs, I would put right up there. 2 wide receivers outside of Brazel, especially outside of Brazel. Let's work on it. Offensive line, a very admirable effort from David Sanders coming in with Jesse Perry getting injured. Perry came back, thankfully. But I like he came in a really, really tough spot. He got the false start call on him, but kind of redeemed himself too. So I don't mind. And also, this is actually a great point. Victor Lockwood right here. He says, great block by Van Dorselaer on the overtime touchdown. I texted that immediately to the A to Z guys. Van Dorselaer, who's true freshman, laid a great block that made that run possible. Absolutely an awesome thing there. But yeah, Joey, not perfect.
No, what's this?
I mean, that final drive, man. Gutsy and
what's this? Please put this comment up there. Please put the comment from Zach Braswell up there, please. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it.
Is it far? Oh, okay.
Yep, right there. Those complaining about interceptions, we can go back to Nico and Milton where they hold the ball too long and are scared to take a shot downfield. Aguilar gives you that factor. Take the good with the bad. Stop complaining to complain is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
At a certain point, we got to go, man, we got a damn good quarterback it's only been here since May and given us a chance to be 4-1. And after this, depending on what happens the rest of the night with other games, possibly a top 10 team, maybe number 12 at the lowest. You know what I mean? We're really going to complain with this stuff? 60% completion, 335 yards, gutsy runs at the end of the game, going QB. When's the last time we called QB outside zone for a touchdown? Oh, that would be Hendon.
I love that.
I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. Is the biggest complaint that I think we all need to have is the clock management on the 2-minute drive at the end of the game. Truthfully,
it was bad.
I can't wrap my brain around it. You got 3 timeouts, minute 30, clock stops after first downs. That's an eternity to get into field goal range. We don't need a touchdown. That's an eternity to get into field goal range. So that's my issue, was the clock management side of it. I do not completely understand why. All right. We don't call a timeout with 13 seconds left and let the clock run down to 4. I don't get that. Now, 13, hey, get the ball, throw out routes. You still got another timeout, throw it over the middle, get into field goal range, give ourselves a chance for a 50-yard field goal. It's a 50-50 chance if we make it. It's better than a Hail Mary. I guess that's my biggest takeaway, honestly, from tonight was I cannot get over that. That will beat us in big games.
Yes.
Not the Joey throwing for 60%. Not the Bishop running for 70 yards and a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That's not the part that's going to get us beat. To get us beat was the clock management late in the game when it's tied and we've got the ball to win it and we don't do it. That's my thing.
I couldn't agree more. It was completely horrendous. I don't know what you're thinking there. But outside of that, I mean, especially following that final drive that tied the game that was just really good.
It was.
Yeah. Seriously, it was just so gutsy and well called and well played on the players' and the coaches' part. I thought so. I mean they found a way, and that's what matters. The old saying is, great teams find a way.
They find a way to win. An ugly win, and this was not pretty. Let's all be honest. It was not pretty. An ugly win is 100 times better than a flawless, pretty loss.
Yeah, and this is sort of the opposite conversation. You're just on the exact other end of the coin from that Georgia game 2 weeks ago here, where, I mean, in reality, I mean, how much would we have been dogging Heupel if you end up losing that game in overtime? I mean, that would have been horrific, but you didn't. And so you move onward, you move upward, and you have a chance to still win every game left on your schedule. And I think this is still true at this moment. You'll probably be favored in every single game except the game in Tuscaloosa. And so far, I think Alabama's given Georgia the business 7-0, and Alabama has the ball in Georgia territory. So we'll see what happens there. Because I definitely just thought Georgia was going to run them off the field. So, hey, especially after Florida State lost to Virginia last night. So, yeah.
You know, I'll say this. I do agree with this Jeremiah Holt here. This person's issue with the game. Poor management in regulation. 100% same page. BSPI calls against the quote-unquote good guys, but bad PI calls. Totally get it. 100% agree. That is not a PI call when we're on defense. That's not an offensive PI call on Brazzell. Bad call. Self-inflicting wounds. Totally agree. All right. And then the last part was that can't improve bad ref calls. 100% agree. We just got to play through them. And I thought we did that tonight. I do. I thought we played through a couple of calls that you go, oh, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Bad call. Away. And that's my point. Yeah. And I think you said it well, Charlie. Great teams find a way to win. They just find a way. They gut them out. Hey, watch this. I'll say it this way. And I'm gonna blast from the past. Nick Saban, 2009. Should they have beat us? No. They found a way.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. Everybody knew that they should not have won that game. They found a way. Great teams find a way to win.
One more point is all it takes, and
you
got that point tonight. Yep. So that game was a bit of a roller coaster ride. So kind of interested with the first segment to see how people are feeling, as we do every post game. We ask everybody to drop into the comments and give us one word for how you are feeling at this moment. Tennessee 41, Mississippi State 34 in overtime. A wild one. So just one word for how you're feeling, and Crompton will give ours. This, as I said, this one was a bit of a roller coaster. Interested to see what people have to say. But we'll read everybody one word and give ours right after I tell you about the good folks at Window Nation. Whether you have old drafty windows or cheap builder grade windows, now is the best time to replace them. Protect your home ahead of the fall and winter. Get replacement windows from Window Nation. With installation crews averaging over a decade of experience, you can trust Window Nation to install your windows right the first time. Window Nation offers a lifetime warranty on all windows, so you can relax knowing your home is protected into the future. And you can save so big this month by windows. get free make no payments for 2 years, and you won't have to deal with monthly payments, a down payment, or interest until 2027. But that sale ends September 30th. Do not miss it. This is Window Nation's most popular offer. Schedule a fast free estimate now with the pros of Window Nation. 866-90-NATION, windownation.com. Window Nation, thanks to them. Now, one word for how you're feeling after that win. I mean, it was definitely a win. There's no doubt about it. I'm trying to get to the bottom here. It's got a bunch. Here we go. Mr. Jones says resilience. Victor says exhausted. Dom says relieved. Tyler relieved. Davey relieved. Charles shot. It's good liquor or other things. Eric says proud. Mark grateful. Another relief. Levi Crompton. And even another one from Just Quan. I'll throw it to you, Crompton. Your one word for how you're feeling right now.
One word I would say is like WE, because that was a team win, top to bottom. Got to clean up a lot of stuff, but I thought the resiliency was there. Just all around. Defense played their defense. Honestly, front four played great today. They did. Front four played great. They got pressure. They got sacks. Hell, they got a sack fumble touchdown. So, yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I say we is because of – I didn't want to go team, but it's we because it's everybody. It was sideline included, getting hyped for your teammates. And that's the stuff that I preached to my team last night. And football, there's no truer statement to me.
Clayton says banger. Papa J says area. Chris stressed. Victor spent. Lucky says Nathan. A lot of resilience and relief from Ben, Stefan, Keyshawn. Exhausted says Crystal. Who else? Drummer says, "Whoo, I feel that." I will go alive. That will be my word. Feeling alive because you are alive for the playoff. You live to see another day. Because the truth is this. If your season's not over, but it's kind of over. Because you basically put yourself in the situation where you can't lose. You would have had to win out. You got to win in Tuscaloosa. You got to win in the swamp. You got to win.
And then would have had a lot of help too.
Yes, realistically speaking, I mean, this would have been a very bad loss, and you didn't lose. And this can be, you see it from, in years past, like Georgia would go to Kentucky and just kind of lay an egg, but they find a way to win, and so you kind of forget that even happens. You go, that was weird, but of course Georgia won. That's how that goes, and so you put yourself in a position to continue on, give yourself a chance at the playoff. And hey, you are alive for another day. Grateful. I think we had a couple that said grateful. Tony says heart. Lewis just says GBO. Yeah, I mean it wasn't easy, and it never is with Tennessee sports. But here we are, 41-34 for your victory. And
I'm going to do this just because it's fun. Jeff, we haven't had a confrontation yet this year. Why not? Old Jeff Rubel. Why not?
Oh boy. Big Ten Jeff.
When he goes, you should never go to overtime with Mississippi State. Well, it's better than being Ohio State at number 2 in the country in 2018 and a natty, hopeful losing to Purdue. A win's a win. It's better than a loss. Because I can tell you this, anytime Purdue plays Ohio State, everybody's like, they may lose. So I think that's fun. So, yeah, Jeff, anytime you want to say don't go to overtime with Mississippi State, just think of 18, you're ranked number 2, and Purdue beat your ass.
Doesn't matter.
But, Jeff, hope you're doing okay. And hadn't talked to you this year, so.
Yeah, what's up, Jeff? Jeff. And an Ohio State fan, if you can't tell, for some reason, likes to drop into our shows.
I love it. No, I love it, though. We have fun with it. Why not?
Of course. But now it does kind of leave you with this question. Where do you go from here? You now walk into the bye week. And Probably right. Is it? Yeah, bye week and then Arkansas
Yes,
on
bye week Arkansas, correct.
on the 11th. So I think it's a good time.
Jeff, yours was last year or Ohio State's was last year? Just curious.
I refer to Tennessee as we. I got a degree from there.
I'm just being a dick. I'm just being a dick to be a dick. That's all. There's no reason. Jeff, listen, Jeff knows I'm just messing with him. It's all good. We're doing this for years.
Yeah, frankly, he's been around way too long. But it does kind of leave you with this question now. 4-1, alive still for your playoff spot. Arkansas, your next game. Arkansas looked abysmal against Notre Dame today. Just got drug up and down the field.
I'm pulling up Arkansas' schedule right now. Let's see. They've got they got a bye week too.
Okay, so it's going to be fair enough.
Both teams can quote unquote heal up. We're the better team. Let's just be honest. We are better, but we were the better team last year too. But I also think that offensively, we're night and day better than we were last year because of one position and one position only.
Yes.
And so
Arkansas is good because of one position. Well, Arkansas's offense is pretty good because of one position only, and that is Taylor Green. And although things went off the rails for them today, even with Taylor Green, but let's dive into it and kind of talk about where you go from here, and we do that thanks to the good folks at Lipscomb University and their sports analytics program. The online sports analytics program, analyze, strategize, and revolutionize, and turn your passion into a profession. Get off the sideline into the action with Lipscomb Sports Analytics program, where you'll learn to make the calls that count. The program is turning sports fans into data-driven decision makers in the exciting world of professional athletics. At Lipscomb, we're not just watching the game; we're changing how it's played. Through our innovative sports analytics program. Go to lipscomb.edu to learn more. It is online. Go there if you're trying to break into the old sports world. Get in there and do a better show than me and Compton or me and Zach. Not too. But Lipscomb can help you get there. Lipscomb.edu. So here's some stats for you. As you said, Crompton, 2 interceptions for Aguilar. Really more Miles Hesselman's fault than almost anybody. A touchdown through the air, a touchdown with his legs, 335 yards, 24 for 40. Deshaun Bishop, 72 yards on the ground on 11 carries. Star Thomas, 33 yards on the ground on 10 carries. Touchdown, Bishop. It, all things considered, not your finest hour, especially for the receivers and the tight ends. But you want a stinker. And now Arkansas is there. They absolutely imploded against Notre Dame, although they gave almost a better effort against Ole Miss than LSU did today. So there's something to be said there. How are we feeling going into the rest of the season right now, Crump?
I mean, I'm the same as I have been all year. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. We take care of business against Arkansas. Now, yes, there was a comment earlier. I don't know who said it. I'm sorry. But you say Arkansas always is up for Tennessee game. 100% agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
This is the trap game. Okay? This one is the trap game of – see, Jeff. Sorry. I had to say bye to Jeff. Jeff is my guy. I'll just say that. All right. He knows it. All right. But this is our trap game before Bama. We take care of business and not this style of business. Yes, we got to win. Regardless, we got to have one more point. But that game against Arkansas after a bye week, hopefully getting McCoy back. And I saw a comment also earlier said once he's back in the secondary, I totally agree that is 7 points in our favor difference. I do.
Yep.
We've got to beat Arkansas, and I'm not saying like by 40, but we've got to beat them by 10 or more to feel really good about where we're at for when we go down to Bama. Okay, because we got Bama, Kentucky, Oklahoma, all back-to-back. Kentucky is what it is. I'll die on that hill. But Oklahoma, we don't know if Buddy's going to be back at that point. We don't know from his hand surgery. We have no idea yet. I assume he'll be back by then, but who knows? So we've got to be ready for that stretch, and it starts with Arkansas. So I feel really good about the rest of the season. I really do. If we take care of business against Arkansas like we're supposed to, we got a really good chance at bare minimum 10-2 playoffs. If we go 11-1, we're probably going to host or get a bye.
Yep. I mean, you have a chance.
We do
with the rest of the schedule. If your only loss remains in Tuscaloosa, and I mean, please win that one. That would be amazing. Although I hated Alabama somehow looking pretty good in Athens. I really thought Georgia was just gonna kind of drag them around, but
Kirby has only won one game against Alabama. Y'all want to talk about hype or not coaching? Kirby can't coach against Alabama.
Whew. They are, and thankfully for Kirby, the one that he won was in a national championship game. But still, I mean, that is his curse. That's his Florida. That's it.
It is.
Or I guess Florida and Gainesville. Yeah. I mean, if they lose this one in Athens, geez, that is brutal. But I will not cry a single tear for either of them. I hope both lose somehow, if that's possible.
It'd be nice,
it would just be incredible, but it can't happen, sadly. But, yeah, you do just have a real opportunity here, and I think there are some real keys, like the drops have to stop.
Yes,
you got to get competent play on the wings from somebody other than Chris Brazzell. That's amazing that he's having this awesome breakout season, kind of like Biletnikoff type of season so far. That's really cool. I mean, it would have just been that much better if that isn't OPI tonight.
Charlie, what have I said?
Somebody else make a play.
What have I said? What year does this year remind me of?
I mean, it's 2022 all over again.
Okay. So watch this. Let's look at comparisons. Quarterback transfer in. I know it was Hendon's second year, balling out. Breakout year for receiver. Hyatt, Brazzell, two-headed monster at tailback. We got a three-headed monster at tailback. Do you see where I keep going? Like, the comparisons are all there to where it lines up to where it's so similar that the outside of Brazzell, we've got guys. Matthews and Staley can play. But Brazzell's the number one. Brazzell wasn't even our leading yardage receiver tonight.
I mean, wait, did you say who was?
No, I said Brazzell wasn't. It was Matthews. They both had
it was Mike Matthews.
I know, that's my point. But Brazzell makes the big plays, is what Jalen Hyatt did. You see what I'm getting at? Like, this is so similar to 22 as far as a team and how we're set up with our structure that we just got to make sure we don't have the South Carolina slip up, which I think is Arkansas.
It's felt like Oklahoma, maybe to me. There's something about that Arkansas game. Because
Arkansas's not ranked.
Yeah, and it just feels like revenge spot, and we just kind of stomp them. I don't know. That's how that one's leaning in my mind right now. And they're pretty checked out on Pittman.
And I said this last week. I still think, regardless of how we're playing at the time, I think we are a quote-unquote underdog against Oklahoma because of Vegas. I do.
Maybe.
I think we're better than Oklahoma.
Keep playing like you did tonight.
Well, no, now we're going to have to do what we did tonight. We're going to have a QB spy against Oklahoma because he can move and he can run, and we're having to do the same thing.
Even if it's Hawkins, if it's about,
I'm with you, but I'm saying next week we need to do the same thing we did tonight. Not out wide, but as far as our front four and our linebackers, and spy the piss out of the quarterback.
Yeah,
honestly,
you have
spy the piss out of the quarterback because. And I'll go back to what we said at the beginning of the show. Because Mississippi State is if not the top three most improved teams in the country, and they're an undefeated SEC team. Will beat them on the road.
Yeah,
they beat Arizona State, who was in the playoffs last year. Like they're not Mississippi State last year. They're not.
They're going to win. They're going to win SEC games this year. They haven't won 13 straight SEC losses. They're going to win one.
There's no doubt.
Well, I think they're gonna win a number. I think. So that's a good win, and it kind of breaks up somehow it breaks up Heupel's curse in road games. You sort of did it at Oklahoma last year, grinding that one out. But if you can avoid all the rest of these stinkers, now you have your opportunity to do that. I will ask you this as we're kind of winding down. The defense going forward, obviously, sort of got shredded tonight, although defensive line played a very nice game, especially the edges. Jermod McCoy maybe back, Alabama-ish, maybe kind of some rumblings there.
Hope so.
How are we feeling on the defense going forward?
Once again, schematically, I feel fine. I do. It's the simple fact of we got to tackle at the secondary level. That's the biggest thing to me. If you got somebody that can run, like if they can run the football and they get to our secondary, that's what worries me. We can still cover. We're good. We're good with pass coverage, all that. It's when they get to the secondary running the football. That's what scares me. But I am going to say this real quick because somebody said, I'm honestly worried about Vandy. I'm going to read you Vanderbilt's schedule. Tell me what you think, okay? Charleston Southern. Virginia Tech, coach has already been fired. South Carolina, showed to be a fraud. Georgia State, Utah State. Okay, that's all I got to say.
How is Vandy's that game
Vandy.
Going?
Like Vandy's Vandy, guys. Vandy's got Bama, LSU, Missouri, Texas all coming up before they play us. Vandy's Vandy. Once again, I've said it. Florida State's the biggest fraud in college football this year. Vandy's probably number 2.
We'll see.
Well, I'm just saying because of their schedule. They haven't played anybody yet. Everybody's like, South Carolina's a good win. No, South Carolina is not that good. They're not. They're not that good. They were much better last year than they are this year. Virginia Tech coach has already been fired. Then let me read it again. Charleston Southern, Georgia State, Utah State. Cool. So
next, we'll find out, and then another. I expect Pavia to probably be beat up by the end of the season.
And obviously we don't play until November 15th. So when do we play them? It's late November.
Last game of the year,
29th. Yeah, we play them the 29th. So
who knows what shape exactly he'll be in because he's pretty reckless with his body. So,
because remember they're natty or bust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll see because I think that this Arkansas game is going to be an interesting test for the defense, kind of tonight, where it's like, are you way better than them? Absolutely. Can they put points up on you and kind of make it a funky game? Absolutely. But I definitely trust that things, especially offensively, things will go better in Neyland Stadium in the friendly confines, and you find a way. Well, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, found a way to win.
Oh.
On the road.
It's really that simple.
I think the Arkansas game is going to set us up. Either sets us up for like really high level confidence against Bama, or oh shit, oh god, you know what I'm saying? I'm just call it like it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case because if there was no bye week, I wouldn't say that. Now there's a bye week. Get guys healthy, heal up. 2 weeks to game plan. They've got 2 weeks to game plan. We got them at home. Crowd's gonna be rocking because we always are. So that's my thing. You know what I mean? I do think we go out there and win with double digits, win by 10 or more. We're going to Tuscaloosa, and I think at that point we may be favored.
Depending, if Alabama wins, just kind of runs away with it, and Athens like they are right now.
I know, but guys, I think everybody sees the points we can put up. We're top 5 in the nation in points per game.
You got to cut out those mistakes. Like we already said it. You cut out the mistakes tonight, you probably win somewhat comfortably. I don't think you blow them out per se, but you win by a decent little margin. So
yeah,
just go in and get right. The Arkansas game last year, if I'm thinking correct, it was after a bye week. So don't let whatever happened this time. I don't think Josh
will do the opposite.
Yes, do whatever you did at bye week. Don't do it this one.
Just don't do it this year. That's all. It's easy.
Yes, do the exact opposite of that. Yeah, and as Ronnie's saying in the comments there, learn how to tackle. Take the bye week, learn how to tackle.
100%.
Crompton, anything else for the folks at home before we bounce out here?
I think we're good. I mean, I thought it was, the comments tonight were awesome. Thanks, everybody. Honestly, can't do this without you. We have fun doing this. I like bickering back and forth because it's fun. All right. So keep commenting. If we don't see it or comment on it right out of the gate, please comment again. But, hey, see my comment, because I try to go through them when Charlie's talking. So, yeah, it's fun. We enjoy this. Thanks for everybody. Glad we got the win tonight. Enjoy your weekend. Everybody be safe. So that's about it.
All righty. Good stuff. Charlie Bird, former Vols quarterback, Jonathan Crompton. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We could not do this without you. All of the comments it's always the best. Just going back and forth with everybody.
Yep.
It's such a good time.
Yep.
And we'll see you after the bye week for the Arkansas game. And we will talk to all y'all then.